Hey guys, video 2 today. I wanted to do this one since I had a little bit of time. I'm supposed to be working, let's be honest, but I wanted to get this done because I'm like, when else am I gonna do it? It's gonna be forever, so I'm just gonna do it anyway. Sorry, I'm like slightly working and doing this. So I saw another hashtag that I wanted to do, which was the turnaround decks. I saw a couple people do it. I saw Becca do it, and I was like, you know what? I want to do this one too because it's fun. I have just two that were kind of turnarounds. I'm really particular before I buy a deck. I think I've only had really one that I've had buyer's remorse for. Like, I'm like, I used it a couple times and I probably won't use it again, and that's my past life deck. Not because it isn't a good deck, but because I don't resonate with it like I thought I would. Like, I was convinced this was going to be a wonderful deck. And when it comes to past life readings, I don't know why I feel so weird talking about past life readings, but I love to do them for people because when I'm doing a past life reading, I feel like I can see where they've been. I'll get a flash of a place or an item or a smell or something, and I kind of go from there. But a lot of times I just use my tarot decks or an oracle deck to kind of guide me through what I'm seeing. And I thought that this would be a beneficial tool, but it really wasn't. So anyway, that's the only one I've ever had like a buyer's remorse for. I guess I just feel weird talking about it because some people just don't like resonate with past lives, and I don't know why I care so much about that, because like I believe in it and I know what I see. Regardless, whatever, I shouldn't care, but I don't know why I feel weird about that. Anyway, so I have two decks that I thought were gonna be like that but ended up not being. And my first one is the Psychic Tarot, which is an oracle, and I got it. One of my friends had it, and she was like, oh, you're really gonna love it. I think you're really gonna like it. It was just like, it's kind of like an easy take on the tarot. There's no, like, they don't have the major arcana set with the normal words. They don't have the suits set normally. They're usually just color border with keywords. And I first got it and I used it once or twice and I put it away. It just wasn't for me. It just didn't speak to me. And I got this one with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I got them both at the same time because they're basically the same, very similar. So these also have chakra cards, and I use them, like I said, and then I put them away. I just wasn't feeling them. And the other day I did a spread. I wish I knew what it was called. It was a huge spread. I saw Miss Tracy do one, and I think Simon did one as well. It was like a huge spread about like food and weight and like I wish I could remember. Maybe I'll find it and do it on here. Anyway, so I was going to pick out a deck that I wanted to use, and I just kept going back to this deck, and I was like, this seems ridiculous. I never use this deck. It just doesn't resonate with me. But for whatever reason, I just felt drawn to use this deck. And I did. And it blew my mind. It was so accurate. It brought up so much for me. And I also hear a lot from people that are like, you know, I have trouble reading for myself with tarot. You know, 3 or 4 people have, you know, talked about that I've heard. And in that sense, I would say try this deck. So if anybody has trouble reading tarot for themselves, try this deck as a starter, because it's basically an oracle, but it has those tarot connotations. You know, it's the same idea, and I just think it would work really well for people who have trouble, as like one of those starters where you can just feel your way through these cards, and then if you want to look up your actual tarot meanings, you know, you can do that. Anyway, this was definitely a turnaround for me. It changed my whole view. I use tarot daily. I don't use oracle daily, but this is kind of like that go-between, and I really had a heart change when it came to this deck. So this is my number one turnaround deck, I believe. And it has a great little book when I first got it. I'm trying to put it back in there and it just won't go. When I first got it, I went ahead and put my little post-it notes and I like taped them to the main pages. So if I wanted to look up the major arcana, which was edged in black, it kind of went through, and at the very back of it, it'll say like this corresponds with the star archetype, and it kind of gives you a little reading. But again, these are majorly used as oracles, but you can focus on your tarot meaning as well. And then like the physical in the red border goes with the pentacles. The mental has the indigo, which is the swords. Wands are purple, which is the spirit. So it kind of, like, I don't know, I think they're a great teacher. They don't have the court cards in there. I believe she just, or he, John Holland, replaced them with the chakra cards, in a way. So anyway, this was definitely a turnaround deck for me, and I'm really satisfied with it now. It opened my eyes. And my second one is a new deck, the Tattoo Tarot. I know I talked about it before. I know a lot of people are doing all kinds of stuff with it. Some people super love it. Some people are on the fence. I was convinced I was going to love this deck. I love tattoos, obviously. I have them all over the place. So I was like, oh, tattoo art. Yes, 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 yes. And some of them I adored. Matter of fact, I opened up to the page. There's some that I just didn't. The Empress is not one. I got it in my hands and I was like, for lack of a better word, I was super disappointed. I really was. I was disappointed. I loved a lot of the cards, but really didn't when it came to the others. And I'm like, is it because there was so much hype around it that I had this expectation that just wasn't, you know, realized maybe? So I looked through them and I told my husband, I was like, I may have made a mistake with this deck. Like, I just don't connect with it. There are just some things that just feel so off. But I was hell-bent on trying. So I did a few readings. They were really great. I, like many people, am not a huge fan of the Hanged Man. I did a few spreads with it. They were accurate, but like I still just wasn't connecting with it at all. So I sat down and I decided I'm going to modify this deck. And I know I mentioned in my modifications about this. So I cut the edges off, and then I edged it in this like red color, and now it just feels better to me. I can use it, you know, the cards that I love really sing to me now. And the ones that don't aren't so bad anymore. So it was definitely a turnaround. I really thought that I had made a mistake with this deck. I really did. I was like, I'm just going to give it to somebody. Like, it was to that point. I tried for like 2 weeks and just couldn't do it. But modifying the deck and spending some time with the deck really changed my mind. Really changed my mind. So that was a big turnaround for me. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't go through the book. So many people were like, oh, after reading the book, I like get it. It's, you know, much better than I thought. And I seriously, I haven't done that yet. I just looked up a couple of things because I was like, what is she going for here? And was really impressed. So that's going to be my next endeavor, is to really sit and read the book and really go through it and connect even more, because like I said, I had a lot of trouble with this deck, but I am learning to absolutely love it. So this is definitely turning around for me. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was super fun to do this. Like always, I love these tags, you guys. I love these tags. So, yeah, I got another short video in. Yay! I hope you guys have a great day. I'm hoping to be back soon. I have a couple of decks that are in the mail that I'll probably do some unboxing for. I've been kind of crazy lately because I know I had mentioned it in my previous video about how I was considering getting my yoga certification. Well, my studio that I work with decided to host a teacher training in the next coming months. I believe they're trying to set it up for November, and I have committed to going through the course. So I will be certified in yoga as well as booty yoga, which I'm really excited about because it's so fun looking. I haven't done it yet, but I'm like super jazzed about it. I've been, you know, looking all about it, looking up a lot of stuff about it. That didn't come out right. So I'm really excited about that. So I've been kind of like mentally preparing myself, like, what does this entail? What kind of changes am I going to have to make in my life? And, you know, kind of how to prepare for that. And I started kind of getting into that detox mindset, like, what do I need to shed to be prepared for this, and all kind of stuff. So my mind's been kind of preoccupied with what this is going to mean, and I'm excited. And it's a big commitment. It's a lot of financial commitment as well as time commitment. It's going to take 4 months to complete, 1 weekend a month from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. So like, I really do understand that this is going to be a really big life change and something that I feel so strongly about. You know, again, we talked about placing limitations not only upon ourselves, but how others may place those limitations upon us and how we tend to believe them. And I'm just trying to shed all of that, because I know that connecting my mind and my body and my spirit really does change things. And I've already shown myself that I can do whatever I put my mind to, because there is no limitation. So I've definitely been shedding some of those old beliefs and truly working on that. And I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited. Like, I know that there's changes to come. I know that I need to prepare my body and my mind for this. More meditation, trying to get some yoga in every day, or some sort of like body work done every day. Get my journaling back on point, and stuff like that. But I'm really excited. I am excited. So like, I'll keep y'all posted on that, because it means a lot to me. And I feel like my spiritual journey and my yoga journey kind of go hand in hand because of the sorry, my cat just jumped up. I was like, please do not get on my desk while I'm talking. They really corresponded together. With the inner work that I'm doing, as well as the physical work that I'm doing. So I'm excited. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Yay! So I will be back soon. I will try to get those unboxings filmed. It should be next week for one, for sure. And yeah. So I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, wherever you are in the world. Much love, guys. Bye.